Afternoon everybody, welcome back to my channel, Fishing AT, and today I'm fishing at the Ferrybridge end of the Chesil Beach. It's Tuesday the 9th of August, it's 5:30 in the afternoon, and I've just arrived, driven down from Chepstow, 2 hours 20 minutes, 111 miles, and it's absolutely glorious down here. It's about 25 degrees when I left the car park, bright sun, the water is very clear. Gin clear, can't see it, but there are mackerel shoaling just about 100 yards down the beach there. Lots of people fishing for mackerel down there. Yeah, and it's high tide. It's just about high tide, 5:30. So the plan is to fish through the night to see how we go. Fish down to low about 11:30, 12 o'clock. And then fish the tide back in. So just setting up the rods, and well, we'll come back to you once we've got some baits in the water. So the rigs today, I'm just going to be fishing a very small pulley pennel size. You see the line clip there. You got the pulley down to the bait. I've just got a very small piece of ragworm on a size 2 hook, and then that's on a fluorocarbon main line. It's quite thin diameter, 50 pound, and then I've got a 80 pound rig body with an imp, breakaway imp at the bottom, and I'm using a grip lead. I'm not sure whether I need one, and because the ground is clean here, you don't need any sort of rotten bottom. So that's going to be my first rig rod, really. A pulley pennel with a small hook and either worm or squid bait. See the mackerel shoaling there again. You can pick that out. Everybody casting frantically towards them. Chap there, I know he's caught some mackerel, looks like he's got one there. I think he's just using a single spinner. Yeah, he's got one, well done. The mackerel are shoaling again in front of me. You can see them there. Missed them. I don't know whether the video will pick that out, but the water is absolutely black with bait fish there. Look, you can see them shoaling, and they when you just dab the lead in there, you can see them just all disappear. Absolutely black, full of bait fish. No wonder the mackerel are in close. I catch one at the moment, it's a different matter. There we are, bit of weed. There we are, look, another blank saver. You can see just caught one. Ah, on my hook. So millions of them, must be absolutely millions of these in the water. There they are in close, look. They jump out. Even coming in on some of them are beaching themselves. The seagulls are having rich pickings up there. So the other rig typically I'm using is a 2 2-hook flapper. Basically what happens on this is you clip the bottom hook onto the imp. Got like I've actually got stop knots on this rig which trap the cascade swivel there, if you can see, and then you've got a Tronics Pro spring arrangement, and then the top hook comes down and clips into that arrangement. Again, that's got stop knots and a Tronics Pro spring, and basically you've got a streamlined bait, and when it hits the water everything should release. So typically those are the sort of rigs I'm using. Pulley pennel size 2 and a 2-hook flapper. Again, these are size 1, size 2 baits I've got today. I've got well, we got some squid. I've got some frozen peeler that are probably going to go on in a while. Got some sandeel, some incredibly small bluey, some very small bluey, and I've got some ragworm, which was came from Oliver's Angling in Clevedon. So I should really have it in my cool bag, but I'm terribly lazy, so it's going to get used. So and I've got an assortment of lures, and I've been using little sort of textile light wedges, trying to get the mackerel, but no luck as yet. I can never get anything right, so I managed to film that one on high speed. Just on the rig itself, it was a 2-hook flapper, quite a pretty different sort of rig, this one. Actually just got a blood loop there, tied on the sort of base mono, with a size 1 hook and a couple of pop-ups there, and as he was taken on the bluey. So a different sort of rig, a cheaper, easier rig really, less technical bits in it, just a simple blood loop with a snoo tied off it. Well, I had the mackerel shoaling in front of me, had a quick cast into them using a little sort of Dexter light wedge, and yeah, there we go, the mackerel. They're really in close, almost on chasing the white bait onto the shingle, and they were basically shoaling there again. So nice to see, and good that I got my first. I think that might be the first mackerel of the season. I'm not sure. And a beautiful end to the day. The sun is setting. See that textile wedge coming through there. I'm fishing a 12-foot carp rod here. I think I've got 10-pound line and a little 30-pound leader, and an Akuma fixed spool. I used to do a bit of coarse fishing. This is my little carp setup, but I haven't done coarse fishing for a few years now, so I bring this along and use it as my mackerel and spinning setup. Just had that bream, messed up the video, had it on high speed, so still getting to grips with my filming and everything, and I thought I'd filmed the catch of the mackerel, but I missed that up as well. So anyway, one day I got all my retirement to try and get that to try and get that right. Seagulls are enjoying it up there. They're really chasing a lot of whiteblade onto the pebbles there. Big flock of seagulls. I don't know, you can see the mackerel are shoaling up there again. Look, fantastic. So I didn't think there were any spider crabs out there, but this snood's just been snipped off. So clearly there friendly spider crabs are out there. So if that continues, well, might just have to use. I am using pop-ups on a couple of the rigs, but might have to use pop-ups on all rigs. Well, that's 25 past 8 now, and look at that sun, beautiful. And the mackerel have just been showing a lot smaller clusters in front of me. I put a Dexter lure on the bottom of a string of feathers, and I think I've got a few for breakfast here. I haven't really been paying much attention in the last half an hour to my bait, which is a bit remiss, but I think it's easier to catch a few mackerel now, and then we'll focus on the bait when it gets dark. Might just be the one. Oh no, I think there's one on top. There we go, 3. One on the Dexter lure, look, on the bottom, and one on the 2 on the feathers. Just rebaited this right hand rod, put rag, basically got like a 2-hook ledger rig on, and there's something tapping away there. Let's see what's there. Look at that sky. Isn't that beautiful? Not very big, whatever it is. It's a little bream. See that there, look. Tiny little black bream, and the rig is basically just like a Portuguese rig. I've seen them, sort of people using them. It's got quite a long length, about 6 foot, and 2 hooks below the weight. Right, let's get this bream unhooked and put back. Oh, the fishing's really sort of just kicked off now. as the sun was setting. Although I think I might have missed this one. Oh no, he's there. That's another bream type bite, very savage. Oh, ha! What do we got here? Well, I never. Looks like 2 horse mackerel. Ah, wow. That's a first. Let's get them. Let's see those. Scad. Oh, they're scad. Yeah, they feel very rough. Very rough tail. Very rough tail. Wow, that's the first. Huh. See, I've got the mackerel down there in front of me. Just cast this rig out again. And I'd bite straight away, I think. Oh, it's got little day glow beads on it. Little glow beads on the Portuguese rig. I'm just wondering whether they're attracting the fish like they should do. Oh, I don't think. There's there. Yeah, I think it's still there. Huh. Look at that. Don't think I've ever had that before for many years. Mackerel, or certainly pelagic fish everywhere. Let's see what we got here. Another double hookup of something. And it's a scad again. Horse mackerel again. Look at those. You can see them. They've obviously just taken those shiny pop-up beads, not pop-up beads, glow beads. They can see them. It's a bit of a disaster fishing with those now. Anyway, fish is a fish. Oh, I couldn't resist it. The rod's all twisted, look. One last go on the mackerel. I think I fouled at something here. It's coming inside. Ah, it's come off. Okay. There you go. guys just set up for me. The helicopter there, just going under the moon in a minute, out towards Portland. Well, it's 9:10. I've just had a first. I've had a conger on the bottom one. There's a pouting on the top, but actually there was a second conger, tiny one, on the bottom hook as well. There were two congers on the one trace. So they took the squid on the bottom. You can see that. And then the pouting, he took the worm. So we'll get these unhooked and we'll get the back out again. Well, it's quite busy now. So you can see there's a pouting on the top hook, and then there's another one on the bottom hook. So they're taking the rag pretty much as soon as you cast in, getting double shots. So we can put these back. They're quite lively. They should be okay to go back. Well, it's midnight. Still fishing 3 rods. 2 of the rods have got big baits. I got a whole squid on one rod, on an up and over, relatively close in. I've got a peeler crab on the middle rod, and I'm still fishing sort of 2-hook flapper rigs on the right hand rod. No real activity on the big baits. Lots of pouting. Had those congers on the 2-hook flapper, and there's bites there now, but lovely moon there shining across to me, and still lots of people fishing actually on the beach. Very calm, virtually no wind. A lot of bats flying around, which is a first. I haven't seen bats, so I can remember seeing bats here. I'm sure they are. Lots of moths and stuff flying around in the headlamp torch lights and stuff. So yeah, the bats having a whale of a time, but very peaceful and nice and relaxing. Well, good morning. This is Alan with a cup of tea. Just filling you in on last night. I fished till about 2:30 and then I packed it in. Basically lots of pouting, poor cod I think, as well on rag. Any small baits they were taking that. They also were taking large peeler crab baits as well, and I had a few congers, small congers, no size to them, tiny strap things, but nothing else really on any of the big baits, big squid baits in the gutter, mackerel heads, as such, nothing really. So but had a really enjoyable session. Yeah, saw lots of loads of fish, mackerel, plenty of mackerel. Caught those horse mackerel on the baits, but though I think they were attracted to the beads or the pop-ups that they saw in the water. Couple of bream and pouting, conger, and also had some poor cod at the end. So yeah, it's a lovely place, nice place to wake up to. Managed to have a couple of hours sleep in the van, and we're going to drive back to Chepstow. So thanks for watching. Appreciate the support, all the likes, and if you're a subscriber, thank you very much. Take care, and we'll see you all again soon. Bye now.